ladies and gentlemen, you and me, Jackie Bam Bam, King Dracula, spelled backwards. It's a way back Wednesday, and we're doing it after dark for Preston and Steve. And again, our Acme little pop-up shop is waiting for you. You participate, you see all the entertainment, and you might have heard tonight, when I was coming over the big green bridge, the Walt Whitman Bridge, I see the Skelly amusements. I look down, I see glitter, I see sequins, I see golden slippers, and you might have heard these guys come from 2nd and Washington, Mummers Row at the Mummers Museum around City Hall, and tonight they are joining us at Preston Steve's annual Campout for Hunger. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Philadelphia Mummers!
That's amazing. Love the Mummers.
Mummers do so much for our community, and let me tell you something, Steve. Not only here at Campout, they've been joining us, but they kick off our 93 days of summer. A lot of these Mummers actually work at Keenan's, as you know.
Let me tell you, I see them out at all sorts of charity events, various contingents, and it doesn't matter what it is, they will step up and participate, and they do so gleefully, willingly, and they always add such a wonderful flair to whatever event.
Oh, that sound, that joy, and not only, down the shore, your cardboard classic. These guys know how to build.
Yeah, absolutely. I know that for a fact.
And they're here tonight, they're going to participate, they're going to make a donation. We have a couple of our divisions. The string band division, in case you don't know our Mummers, they're the string bands that go around City Hall on New Year's Day, they play the instruments. Your Fancy Brigade Association, they're indoors, and on 6 ABC from the convention center, we're going to talk to them. They're going to make a donation. Kicking off the parade, the Mother Club, the Golden Sunrise New Year's Association is with us. There's 5 divisions in the Mummers Day Parade on January 1st. And also, I want to turn things over to Sean Bluebell, who's going to tell us our title first. We'll give the microphone to Sean. Sean, it's a big year on January 1st for our Mummers, and God bless America, the 250th birthday, and it's our 150th anniversary of the Mummers Day Parade. So we're getting ready for a big, big day. And I want to thank you guys first and foremost for leaving Trill. It turns into mum season on One Nation, starting, I guess, Labor Day weekend, September 1st. You guys broke from your Trill tonight to come and make a donation, and we can't thank you enough.
Absolutely. Well, today is actually 50 days on the dot until the parade, so we're working hard. We got a lot to do, but we're excited to be here. It's always great to come out and support this great event, support Fill Abundance, fight hunger in our community, so we're glad to be here.
You know the greatest statement, by the way, Jackie, about the mummers and how everyone is accepted and loved? You're like button-down GQ looking, and you got this human condor that we love more than anything. And it's all, everybody's there, welcome. It's awesome.
All walks of life.
Sean, tell us your title again.
Sure, my name is Sean Bluball. I'm the Publicity Director for the String Band Association. So we are getting ready for what we're excited about. Not only is it the 250th anniversary of our great nation, but on New Year's Day marks our 125th anniversary of the Mummers. So we are excited to do this up as never been done before. We're half as old as the country, which is hard to believe, but it just goes to show you what great things this tradition has, and it's lasted this long. We're super excited for a lot of cool stuff to come down the pike this year.
Sean, you do a great job, and Sammy Banks can't be here because Sammy is selling these costumes from Regal Costumes with Alan Devando make my costume as well. So thank you for always speaking for our
Absolutely.
edition.
And you know what's sort of cool is that obviously we're going to be on the world stage for these massive events coming up. A lot of people from out of the area, they'll come out and they'll go, what's up with Mummers, what's this thing? And then you're going to be able to present to a much larger audience this thing that is such a rich tradition in Philadelphia. So you guys have to be psyched.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We're excited that we are the first, literally on the first day of the year that we're celebrating 250. We are the first event in this city, which is obviously going to be a huge spotlight that get to kick that off. So we're really excited.
Yeah, excellent.
So we started on Meet TV at 9 a.m. and 4 divisions, I guess, because the Fans and Brigade Association is on 6 ABC indoors from the convention center. Am I right on that, Sean?
Yep. So tune in BTV. You'll see the 4 divisions outside on Broad Street at City Hall, and then our friends over here are inside at the convention center.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for joining us again, representing the string band division again. Sean, real quick, if you don't know what a mummer is, could you describe a mummer for us? I know it's the hardest question in the world.
I would love if you opened up the dictionary and it said mummer and it gave you an exact word for word of what it should be. But if you don't know what it is, if you took Broadway, Mardi Gras, for the string bands and marching band, you put them all and Broadway set productions into one, that's what you got. Throw some confetti in there too, and that's basically what a mummer is.
You know, it's another ingredient that I think it's working people. It's regular people who make up what the city is about, and that at the core is one of the most beautiful aspects of the Mummers. Would you agree with that?
Absolutely. I mean, we have doctors, nurses, construction workers, ticket salesmen, whatever it may be.
First responders,
First responders.
and badges, doctors, nurses, like I said, all walks of life in our Mummers Day Parade. Good points.
They just love the hobby so much. They love what it brings to the city, and it's like a second job for a lot of us. It's become more and more demanding over the years, but we love the tradition so much, and we'll do whatever we can to keep it going.
So anything else you'd like to say to President Steve Sell as you make a donation tonight?
We appreciate being here. We think it's really important to give back to the community. That's one of the big things that we do all year long. So again, it's just a pleasure to be here, and we're happy that we're able to support.
Well, let me tell you, I mean, we lost obviously just 2 weeks to today, while losing Pierre, who really loved and supported the Mummers as well, and really knew what you guys mean to the fabric of the city. It couldn't be more appropriate and wonderful, and also the sense of family that permeates everything you guys do. So important to Pierre, so important to this event, and we're seeing a lot of people coming down in his name and donating. So anyone who's obviously supported the Mummers and loves what you guys do, we'd love to see you here as well. So thank you so much.
Absolutely.
Pierre loved the Mummers. He's golden slipper Uggs. I even gave him the suit.
He brought a full friggin' Mummers outfit out to was obviously, historically, one of the most treacherous Burning Man ever, and he brought it. I mean, it was bigger than him. There we go.
On this Christmas card, I gave him the suit at Burning Man, and he actually bought the suit back. And I believe this is from the Avenuers, or I don't know where the suit came from.
He was the head of Burning Man.
Yeah, and he bought it back. But President Steve, great job in the Thanksgiving Day Parade. We've got to get you guys in the actual broadcast booth for New Year's Day.
We've been down with that, yes.
We would love that. So Sean, would you like to present your donation to Preston or Steve Marshall?
Yeah, Preston, by the way, he is ticked up, believe it or not. Believe it or not, he pulled his leg doing a fencing stunt on stage here, and then just casually chipped his tooth pulling Casey's microphone out of the stand. He figures before he kills anyone, He'll go back and rest tonight because we have more days, but I'm glad to accept this in his stead. And you have a check for you want to say the amount?
1,400, so a donation from all 14 streamers.
Thank you, Sean, representing the String Band Association. Now I'd like to turn the microphone over to another division I mentioned. This is the Fancy Brigade Association. Now these guys are indoors. They put on 2 shows on January 1st. You can purchase tickets from the convention center down there on Arch Street. And we have Anthony Stagliano stepping up. Anthony, your title in the Fancy Brigade Association.
Yeah, thanks, Steve. I'm the business agent for the Fancy Brigade Association. We're the, as Sean has said, we're the rain or shine, right? So we're in the convention center. No matter what, we're celebrating our 29th year in the convention center. We go out on the street with our colleagues and our peers. We perform in between the string bands, kind of like set off in between each other. But our props and our floats are kind of in the convention center. Sean couldn't have said it any better. We're like put a Broadway show in 4.5 minutes.
And then some. I mean, it becomes, like I was unaware how theatrical it gets and how does you need, if you're going to go to that level, you got to have the protection of a roof to pull it off. But it is an amazing thing. The man hours, I assume, is year round. You're doing this, right?
Yeah, it's funny. We're all sitting back there. We're looking at the screens and we're looking at the back, and we work with light action.
Yeah.
Ronnie and Jeff and Jack here saying, "Oh, hey, maybe this is something we can put in the presentation."
Getting some ideas.
Always thinking, always thinking.
Absolutely.
So the Fancy Brigade Association, again, if you're not familiar with the mummers, you do not play instruments. You have about 4.5 minutes on your presentation. We have 11 clubs, 1 family. Is that our?
Yeah, we're at 10 clubs. We're a 4.5 minute presentation. We basically are. We have our own music superimposed. Whereas the string bands are so talented, they're playing their own music. We actually kind of design our music through different clips and movies and things like that, and then we put it together in a montage, and then we base it around a 4.5 minute theme that usually is theme based. So it runs the gamut of all different types of ideas.
It's amazing what you guys pull off. It's very, very entertaining.
Anthony, you do 2 shows on New Year's Day. 1 show was taped, and we see that back on. You just had a press conference with 6ABC, who was here last night with us at campout.
Yeah, so we do an 11:30 show in the morning. We kind of consider that like more the tourism show. So that's for a lot of tour groups and open to the general public. The show that's really kind of like all for the goods and glams, which we can judge on, that's the 5 p.m. show. They're both in the convention center, so we literally are nonstop. We'll get in the convention center 9 o'clock in the morning. The first round goes in, and then as our clubs are leaving, they'll go out on the street, perform for the city, come back into the convention center to be judged for the final finale. We are working with 6ABC, so we work with the Localish Network, which is basically their sister station. So we get televised on there pre-taped, but we also live stream through 6abc.com.
And you do so much for the community, like Steve mentioned. I know this Saturday at our Mummers Museum down on 2nd and Washington for the Shooting Stars, we have a McIntyre, some for events.
Yeah, so we're doing a Feed the Homeless, like not just Feed the Homeless, but basically help the homeless veterans. So Bill McIntyre, Shooting Stars, and Scott McIntyre, those guys there, they've been doing this for multiple years now, where they actually open up the Mummers Museum, and whether it's toiletries, whether it's clothes, whether it's blankets, even food, they'll accept anything that they can give to veterans that are in need and that have served our country. So and that's just one of the many things that we do throughout the course of the year, just like the string bands, our friends of the string bands. It's not a one day, it's a 365 day, and community is everything. We revolve around that.
As well as with the Wenchers, the comics, and the comics today. Anthony, to your left, my right, who else is with you?
Yeah, absolutely. So you have Ronnie Kenny, he's the president of the South Philadelphia Vikings. He's also one of our trustees on the Fancy Brigade Association board. Yeah. You have Jeff Travelina, who is actually on the Fancy Brigade Association board as our vice president. Who's a member of South Philly Vikings. Jack Hattie, he's our hero, the president of the association. He is also a member of the Saturnalians New Year's Brigade. So we're all members of a brigade, but we also are participants as a dance brigade.
And real quick to Jack, he's got, that's Mummer royalty right there. Is it your uncle, the amazing costumer? Step up to that mic real quick.
Yeah, he passed away last year, but yeah, he was a costumer for 20-some years.
And his name?
Davey Mazinski. And yeah, he was a captain of stats for a lot of years, won a couple of first prizes, and unfortunately lost the administration as well.
Well, thank you guys so much for joining us and participating. As always, the Preston Seems Stand Time for Hunger. Would you like to make your donation right now, Steve Morris?
Yeah, I want to turn over to Jackie.
Yeah, so this is on behalf of the Great Brigade Association, $250 from the association board. And as we're actually coming out, we're talking to each club, we're going to have another donation coming as well. We were saying earlier, there's probably 5 clubs having a dress rehearsal, so we get an opportunity to go each to add to this, maybe one big one, but that'll be coming soon as well. And we're going to chat with for now, $250 donation and everything you guys do.
Obviously, you're already doing so much for they're doing anything, and it means so much to us, and we appreciate this. It's all, people talk about, being out in the community. You guys are just as out there and working it as you can, so we love you. Make time for us as well.
Thank you guys so much. And again, to purchase tickets for the 2 indoor shows, we go to real quick.
Yeah, so you can go to ticketleap.com/forward Fancy Food Association. You can buy tickets for the 11:30 or the 5 p.m. show. They're selling quick, which we're really thankful for, but yeah, definitely get your tickets while you can. It's on ticketleap.com.
New Year's Day Indoors Convention Center. I want to thank you guys, and I want to thank our Philadelphia String Band Association. I want to thank, real quick, if I missed anybody, Aqua's here tonight, Avalon, Durning, Furco, Framager, Heaven, Polish American, Quaker City, South Philadelphia, and Uptown. I believe we have Golden Sunrise New Year's Association kicking off the parade, my club, the Mother Club, and the Fancies, Comics, the Wenches, and anybody else. If I forgot you, I am sorry. I want to thank you so much for being here tonight. Wednesday night, it's Mummers Night. Thank you for your donation. That's what it's all about. All right, guys. I think we got drilled to get back to our clubhouses. Let's get back down to Mummers Museum at 2nd and Washington Hall.